After Morata had been toiling away and Ronaldo's shot.
Playing alongside Varane today.
How Madrid set themselves out.
The ball's hooked away there by Kovacic. Benzema in full stride, releasing the ball to Ronaldo. Isco almost got in his way. Ronaldo's gone central, he makes a run. It's Bale on the ball. Little back heel. Isco tries to find Ronaldo, and he does. And how did Ronaldo miss it? Inside the 6-yard box, on his left foot. Somehow the Portuguese fails to find the target. Skipping over the challenge of Pepe. It's pulled back, but only as far as Kovacic, who gets him away again.
Run.
Here is Bale.
A football looking to press the opposition back, but Betis and Madrid just got the ball there around the halfway line. An unusual one, quite who signalled or gave the indication. I think the referee definitely getting that one right.
There's Marcelo. Isco, big game for him today.
One, in fact, Sergio Ramos would have been very pleased with.
Especially coming as it does against... Taken away from Martinez with Isco.
Isco, just to show what he remind everybody rather than show what he's capable of. So many people do rate him highly. He's not always given a chance, but he's a very creative player.
Marcelo in space, scoops one over to the back post, and it's a good save from Antonio Adan. First team this season, has impressed with his goals.
He is always a joy to watch. Antonio Adan Garrido rather. Or wandering across to the centre.
1.5 decades. Had a penalty against Real Madrid last season, which was saved. He is going to be desperate to score.
Beat the Portuguese to the ball and just push it away.
Isco plays to Marcelo, who's made to run for this. He does keep it in play.
Palmas, when they let them back into the game late on, having seemingly collected all 3 points.
Pepe to Isco.
Betis did well to stop the breakaway there, I think. Bale and Benzema were both in the or approaching the penalty area.
Cruz. Finds Isco. Looks to find an incisive pass. Instead lays it off to Toni Kroos. Calls for it back. Isco on the turn. The attack's still alive though for Real Betis. Carvajal and Bale stand in their way. And now it's been robbed away by Isco again, given away cheaply.
The only one of the front three not to have a real opportunity from outside or from a shot. He's had that close range header, of course.
From Karim Benzema in training when they were at Real Madrid together. Bale tries a more direct approach, which isn't quite as effective. It's Isco who's got the loose ball. Now Marcelo, who stops, turns and plays it back over to the Welshman. And back from Isco, who plays it into the path of Marcelo. He's taken it slightly too wide.
Test Keylor Navas. There are signs.
To Pepe. Finds Isco. Isco skips over that challenge. Places it through, looking for Bale. Isco turns. Benzema looks for a shot. It ricochets through. It falls to Marcelo, who finds the net, but it's going to count. Suspicion of offside.
If they lose 3-0 or 8-0, whilst it may not matter, I think to the confidence that would be a terrible blow.
Everyone swung out and Real Madrid will hit on the counter-attack. Kovacic picks out a pass, finds Benzema. They're streaming forward for Real Madrid. There's options galore. Cristiano Ronaldo puts it across, and it's finished off by Isco after a selfless pass off from Pepe. Real Betis 0, Real Madrid 4. They are one of the most deadly sides in the world going forward on the counter.
from a Betis corner as well. Poorly hit Betis corner, but nevertheless, look at Pepe here. He starts the move. The ball spread across to Benzema. There's 7 Madrid players in the area, and Pepe there, that's superb vision. Didn't think about trying to score himself. A wonderful cross from Ronaldo, who could well have tried to go for goal himself. Pepe's drawback, and Isco in the right place ahead of the Betis defence. A really, really very good goal from Real Madrid, and they are absolutely running away with it here. Up until now, perhaps it could be said Betis' form has been reasonably encouraging. If you ally this half-time result.
Our goals from Varane, Marcelo, Isco. Shooting from left to right in the second half. And that purple number.
It'll be interesting to see whether Real Madrid really do go to finish them off and rack up what we might call back in the UK a cricket score, or whether Betis are able to restore some pride.
Well, we've seen 2 substitutions. Brasinac has been taken off, Cejudo coming on, as well as Zosaluya.
So he did have to change something. Half, and they had to do something to try and stop this Madrid momentum.
Card produced, and that's why. Here's Varane, scorer of the opening goal just 3 minutes into the game. Isco on the run, 3 defenders around him. Few have tested Keylor Navas. And floated in. Pepe meets it with his heel. Bale back defending. Shades of his Southampton days.
And then he even started at Spurs as a left back, and Spurs didn't win in the opening 24 games that he appeared in. It's just the bit of the ball that touches the ground, and maybe that's what Joaquin is objecting. Real Madrid as well, if you dominate a half like they did.
Half an hour remains here. Real Betis 1, Real Madrid 4. Zinedine Zidane might be thinking of substitution. Who hasn't had his hunger for goals satiated. He's going to get onto the ball. He might have a look at a shot. Instead, plays it into the path of Bale. Here's Ronaldo. It's been run too wide. Ronaldo brings it back across, and the acrobatic attempt from Benzema doesn't see him make contact on it. Isco, though, slots it home almost nonchalantly from the left-hand side, opens up his body, gets his second goal of the evening, and makes it Real Betis 1, Real Madrid 5.
Well, Isco was one of the players tonight who really wanted to show everybody that he was still around. Very good finish indeed. Shaped his body, curled it back up over the keeper. Ronaldo did well here. Benzema just flings himself acrobatically when Isco picks it up. Only one thing on his mind, and picked that out superbly. And he really is showing, and perhaps telling Zidane, you know what, maybe you shouldn't consider getting rid of me in January. Even more so the fact that Madrid can't sign any players. Isco is well worth one player they should hang on to. Yeah, look at that. Really very good finish indeed. They just took their foot off the gas a little and sat back, and that invited Betis onto them. With a 4-goal cushion, you can see why the emphasis on attacking wasn't quite as great from Madrid. Didn't allow the person in possession to have difference. Doesn't count in the long run.
Our 6-2 defeat to Football Club Barcelona on the opening day of the season.
Also succumbing to Alaves at home and then losing their last league.
It's been a curious start to the La Liga season.
He made that pass for the goal that led to Betis' goal, but he's been very good.
Well pulled down. Who he's had much success playing against since that night in October of 2001.
He was their top scorer last season, Ruben Castro, Real Betis, with 19 goals. But tonight he really hasn't added to their forward momentum, I have to say.
At the end of this contest for Real Madrid were in control of at least of a scoreline. Real Madrid taking an early lead, and they just powered on from then. Isco finding his way onto the score sheet, as did Benzema. as did Pepe at one point, finding the assist as well for Isco.